Welcome back to Rome Total War, everybody, and in this episode I'm guessing there's going to be at least one battle, or maybe more than one. We've got definitely the battle with the rebels down here and the Senate. Hopefully that other army will come along as well, and then we've got to try and deal with this massive Gallic force. But I'm guessing first, when this end turn begins, that's what's going to happen. We don't need to build anything else at the minute because all the provinces are building already. So I will end the turn and we'll see if what happens, as well as anything else interesting. And yes, it does look like it. Although, annoyingly, yes, the other Senate army hasn't decided to join in. That is annoying. So we should still win this, but it's a bit more evenly matched. We are not actually the main army, we're the supporting army, so we might just stay back. Their army is consisted of 2 generals and principes, which, funny enough, we can't actually recruit them at the minute. That's the next unit above Astarte. We haven't got much either. But yes, we'll get straight to the battle. We should be able to win this quite easily if I use my general effectively. In terms of my other units, the infantry, they're just town watch, I believe, so we can't really use them that much. Maybe to pin down some units, but that's about it.
So let your battle cry put fear into the enemy's guts. Call out to them and be brave. Call to the heavens and let strength and honor be your watchwords today.
Okay, so that was a very quick sort of general speech there, but I guess because it wasn't our general, that's the case. Obviously our units aren't on the battlefield yet, so I'll just press start. And where are we? Okay. So, this is our army now. So we've got the general and the 2 town watch. I'm guessing because there's 2 rebel armies, we'll deal with this smaller one. So what have we got we're against? Looks like a massive unit of peasants, which we should be alright with, and then the other unit is just some town watch standing still. Okay, so that's not too much for a problem. So what we'll do is we'll start moving up. The Senate, it looks like they're going after the other army, which is kind of strange because the other army's miles away. You'd think they perhaps go for this army as well. Slightly annoying because they got the advantage of the hillside, although the peasants are running down. I don't know why they're doing that, but they still have an advantage. So what I'm going to do is just keep walking at the minute. So let's speed up things. And perhaps I might get my general to charge in, although those town watch, although you think town watch not very strong, they have got the spears, which means I could lose a bit of cavalry, but again, because it's the general's unit, as long as he doesn't die, the unit survives basically. They're just running backwards and forwards. That is strange. Town watch, let's just keep going up here to this side of the hillside, and our general can keep going as well. Not much is happening at the minute. What I'm going to try and do is get my 2 town watch to fight his 1 unit town watch. That should be easy peasy, and then our general will charge in behind. We'll try and get a charge in with the peasants first, knock a few of them out. Our general's the other side of this unit, so he could probably move in straight away, I'd say. Let's actually get a bit further behind, because they're running behind. So we are surrounding them. This is what I wanted to do. Just want them to split off into the 2 separate units. Okay, that's strange there. It looks like... No? Are they gonna... Okay. They've decided to attack the town watch, so I will charge into the back here. As long as these guys don't break, we should be alright. Once my general eventually gets there, shouldn't be a problem. Oh, really? Defeat seems certain? Really? Kind of strange. Well, I think that's going to change in a moment when I charge in. Come on, get a good charge in, guys. That's it. Yes, and they've broken. They've both broken. That's excellent.
Pursue them and drive them from the battlefield.
Yeah, that's how you use cavalry effectively. Basically, pin the units down with infantry, and then just charge your cavalry into their backs, and they're completely wiped out.
The gods
Unless their captain dead.
The enemy general is dead. His men know.
Right, we'll try and
press forward so the spirit of his army is broken too.
I'm just waiting for that guy to finish talking, so we're going to try and now get involved with the other fight, but that looks almost over as well. Just one unit is not routing yet. Ah, there we go. We'll just end the battle.
This is a heroic victory, worthy of Roman arms.
So yeah, there's the results of the battle. We only sustained a few units, casualties, and we inflicted a lot more, so that's excellent. So that's an excellent battle. Hopefully no more rebel armies for a while, but they usually pop up again. Now I'm just worried about what the Gauls are going to do. Most likely attack with such a large advantage. You'd think they'd do that. Oh, no, they haven't. That's really surprised at that, because the garrison wouldn't do very well. Look, maybe they've gone back to get more troops, because that's a massive army now. Yeah, that's not quite full stack, but because of the massive amount of men in each unit, that's quite a force. Oh, we didn't get any Senate officers assigned yet. If you don't know what they are, they sort of, throughout the game, any of your generals can get those offices in the capital, I suppose, and they give you retinue and stuff. But unfortunately, we haven't got any at the minute. Things have got built. The money situation still isn't great. It could be better, but we are making money. About 700 a turn. And in fact, we can actually, or Mediolanium or Retium. I really want to get this place built up quickly, so I'm thinking maybe land clearance. The cost of only 500 denarii. And here, some paved roads. So now what I've got to decide is how we're going to approach this. Now what I'm hoping is this massive army heads off down the coast here towards this city here, which it does sometimes, Salona. That means Batavium, or Batavium, however you say it, will be lightly defended. So let's start forming up an army to do that. Our factionaire is going to stay in the city, and we'll take both generals, or just one, because they'll probably, I think he'll be the main general, but he's got to stay there until they reach him. So what I'm going to do, yeah, I'll take both generals. I'm going to take everything except the town watch, of course. They're not really an attacking force. And let's see how far I can go this turn. I was hoping to get to the bridge, or it's not really a bridge, this crossing here, because I could defend it quite well. But it looks like I can't at the minute. I don't want them to reach me either, so what I'm going to do is just stay on the border here. Yeah, hopefully they can't reach me there. And next turn we'll either stand on the crossing there and joined by forces from Mediolanium, or keep going round, depending on what this army does. We've got a spy in Batavium, so we should hopefully have the gates open as well. Right, we've got our diplomats heading off to Carthage, if they're still there, or they've lost their province, which they do sometimes. The Spanish on occasion will take over all of the Iberian Peninsula, but I've never really seen them expand beyond that. You get certain factions do certain things, and the Spanish don't ever seem to do too much. But as well, Carthage as well doesn't ever seem to expand unless you play as them. Never seen them do very well, to be honest. I know they have all the problems with fighting in Rome, but you'd think they would have some success. But that's a different story for another day. And I think, let's just have a check. We'll probably need to retrain these Town Watch, which I will do, because that's not that expensive really. But we are running low on money now, but next turn it'll go back up. So I think time again to end the turn. And it looks like they've just gone into the city, and that's it. Okay. That can work to our advantage as well, because we could just besiege the city and hold it, and they'd lose troops over time because of the besiegement. So, oh, actually, what's this? I didn't see that. So the general has decided he's had enough, and he's going back to the mainland, or the homeland of the Gauls. He might get stuck by that unit though, or unless he's trying to go for here. He won't go very far because he's only the general, no infantry, so he has no battering rams or anything like that. So that's quite interesting what he's doing, but I will block him off. I'll just stand here. In fact, yeah, I wanted... Which one? This guy, who was the management guy, was to go into the city here to manage it while the main general's away. So that's what I'm going to do. You're going to move out and become the main general for the army, along with that. So that's quite a good force now. We're still outnumbered in terms of maximum sort of numbers of troops, but sort of similar on the actual types and that. Actually, no, they've got quite a lot. I still think we could win that. Our troops are better quality. But we've now got time to build stuff, although it's only the shrines. Just look at this building browser. And I tend to just go for happiness in most cases. You look at this one actually. See that one? Parthenon for this one looks the best, which is Jupiter, so we're going to go with Jupiter. But we'll probably never get to the point in this playthrough of having the maximum size city, because it is only a short campaign. So next turn there might be a fight. It all depends on what the Gauls do, whether they decide to sit inside their city or do something interesting. So it looks like, yes, the Carthaginians still own the region. This is the border of it. It sort of goes around here, sort of southern Spain. And look, it has mines actually already. That's pretty profitable for them. Generally, Carthage, I think they own 2 provinces here. Yeah, the part of Sicily there. There's also a province on here, which isn't on Medieval 2 Total War, but it is on here, called Palma. And of course here. So they have quite a good... If you play as them, there is a chance you can do quite well, as long as you fight the Romans quickly and defeat them, because they can overpower you if you leave it too long. But again, going into Carthage, I'm guessing we'll play them at some point in this short campaign. I'm just checking on what the Brutii are doing, because usually they head down to Firman by now, or at least planning to, and it looks like they're not doing too much. Neither are the Scipii, they're just standing there. Are the Scipii actually at war yet with the Greeks? No. Just looking in the Greek cities at war with no one. I'm sure that'll be the next war to start. And then most likely the Scipii will head to Syracuse and take it. So I'll end the turn again. And it looks like they've taken the bait and they're going to fight us on this crossing. So we're going to have the advantage, which is excellent. Even though they have over 3,000 men. If I play this properly, we'll be alright. So let's get involved. Hopefully excellent battle for you to watch. These sort of battles, if you do it properly, are like total carnage, and you can kill so many of their men, as long as I've placed it right. Which I have.
Afterlife will have many new souls by nightfall. Make sure that yours isn't among them, and all will be well. Battle now awaits us. Today we go into battle against the Gauls, warriors both worthy and brave in equal measure. That army is 1/4 of the enemy's strength, so sharpen your swords one last time. When we have killed them all, we will have made a good start. They will try to cross in force. This we cannot allow. They must fail. There are a few more of them than there are of us, but so what? We may be able to hide men in the woods nearby. With luck, that would be a surprise for our foes. I have never yet lost a fight against these men. I have no intention of starting today. So together, we will gain another victory. Brave Romans, prepare to defend yourselves! Await my orders!
So that was one of the better sort of speeches from the generals. And actually I did notice, and it happens on some maps, there's actually 2 crossings. As you can see, the sort of lightly coloured here is the main crossing. But it looks like, as you can see from here, from the pixelation a bit, we've got another crossing here, so they may use that one as well. So unfortunately, we're going to have to spread our forces out into 2. But that's not a problem. In fact, actually, it's going to take me a while to sort it out, so I will pause a bit, and when we get back to it, you'll see the army all formed up. Right, I've now sorted out the armies. I've got the main group on this sort of main crossing here, because I believe they'll only go across this crossing. So I've got 5 units of infantry that I will move up once the red line goes and the battle starts. I'll move them up a bit closer in defensive mode with fire at will on. We've got the cavalry, or one general on each side to provide support. Group of archers and velites here. They should be able to get a few hits in, and of course the smaller group of units Hastati on this end. So I will start the battle and just pause it straight away. And it looks like they are spread out like that, but they are going to cross because we're at the defensive side. So let's quickly, just seeing where I can go, run over before they get across. There we go, and these 2. Get my general just behind as well. And this is a support group to use later on if we need to. And the same over here. Hopefully though they won't come this way, but it is possible. Just press that button. There we go. I'm also going to get my archers a bit further forward, so hopefully they can hit them while they're crossing, or even before, because the archers should have a great range, as well as velites. They won't have quite good range. So let us go. Come on, run guys, because they're running. And yeah, it looks like none of them are heading to the smaller crossing, but we will keep those units there, and if we need them we can run them over to this side. And you can't fire, really? I really thought you'd be able to fire that. Ah, you can. Yes, you're firing. Excellent. Fire. You're going to get some kills. That's it. I can't remember. Do they have any missile units in there? Ah, they do. So unfortunately, they've got some missile units too. But yeah, look at this. It's going to just be a hailstorm of arrows, peeling. Oh, look at that. In fact, my archers, you need to fire down here on the main group. Fire at the just pause a minute. The general, was it Bob? Oh yeah, they haven't got even a general unit, just captain, but fire on them anyway because it's cavalry. And already, yeah, their first unit is breaking. This is already looking quite good. Yeah, they can't survive this, or at least the first units can't. And it's going to be a bit of slaughter for them. And this is sort of how you do it. You just stand here on the defensive, let them come to you, tire themselves out, and hopefully you'll get a great victory. But it can be a bit of a grind, actually. They're quite slow, these battles. And they're finally starting to come across. They also sort of get stuck, because look at that, that's just a massive group of men getting stuck crossing the river. But we'll just get in 3 hits here with our archers. In fact, because they're not even crossing that place, I'm going to get these guys to run over. And if we need them, they're going to be the next line of defence. Take off fire at will though, because we don't want to use that at the minute. How's it going down here? They're sending cavalry forth, but that's not really going to help them that much. In fact, archers keep firing the back here. And yeah, we've only lost 1%, they've lost 12% already. And just zoom in on the action here. Thinking about using the velites as well, but I feel like they probably hit more of my own men. Victory seems certain for those Gauls, but really? Okay. Just keep coming, guys, and you're going to peppered with arrows. And in fact, yeah, that group there on the... They seem to gather to this flank. They're still eager, so we've got to keep an eye on these people here. Oh, archers, fire the back. Barbarian cavalry. Yep. They're still eager. As long as they're eager, I'm just checking these guys. They won't break yet. It's just about holding this line. Just killing all those Gauls. I'm guessing once this army's dead also, the way is open for taking the city. Actually, they are starting to move a bit forward, so what I'll do is get this Astarte group to start moving forward. Get one group over here, and these two are going to fill in this side very soon. I'll just move them a little bit like that. Okay, they're still eager. Which I'm quite surprised at, actually, this, because they bear in the brunt of this attack. I'm actually thinking about retreating them, because there's only 86 of them left. Yeah, I'm going to actually retreat them. Hopefully this doesn't backfire. But guys, you've done well, so you're going to run back. And now these guys, or at least one of them, and we'll get both of them, are going to charge in. What's the button? I can't remember the button is actually. Alt. I don't want them to farm up their Pelum yet. There, just fill the gap. And that's their captain dead. Although, unfortunately, you want them to line up. No, I want you to line up. Oh, wait a minute. No. Just don't want you. I want these two to line up. There we go. That's what I want them to do.
Time to press the attack.
So yeah, some of their units are breaking now. Well, it looks like most of them are. Ah, yes, that's a mass rout. Look at that. All but 2 of the units are just broken. So what we're going to do is get all our generals straight in to kill as many of them as possible. Let's go. Oh yeah, look at this.
They are not soldiers, only frightened rats running from
And they're running straight into our army. I can't believe that. Oh, are they all stuck? These units are stuck here. I think they've gone into the part of the river where they can't move. Oh my god, this is going to be a slaughter for them. Whoa, look at that. And we're going to get so many bonuses. Jesus Christ. See what I mean by river battles? They can be bloodbaths. If you play it right. They can be a bloodbath for you too, but look at this. Look at the amount of dead men here. A lot more green than there is red in terms of armour on the battlefield here. And I think I'll just, yeah, speed it up to clear them up. Clear as many of them as possible. I think we're not going to catch them. Just keep going. In fact, almost all of them are dead now. Yeah, they're all running now, so they're almost all dead. But that went better than I thought, actually. I thought I would win it, but not that good. Oh my god, yeah. We killed it's over 10 times the amount that we lost. That's excellent. You're going to look at the stats. So we didn't lose a lot of men. There was that one starter unit that probably lost sort of half its men, but you see casualties healed quite a lot. So that's a really great battle. And I don't think many of the enemy escaped either, if any at all.
Victory!
Yeah, that's really good. So I think, guys, we'll just go through all these things here, these announcements. We'll leave it there. Oh, Quintus Julius got Confident Commander, so he's now a 4-star General, which is excellent. Oh, any wars going on? No, Scipio are now all Gaul, and Macedon and Scythia are allies. That usually happens because they both end up fighting Thrace, which is sort of sandwiched in the middle, and it looks like, oh, Thrace is actually taken by Lazora. Or they already, no, I'm pretty sure Macedon already had it. But usually that happens. There's lots of wars around here, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. But anyway, I'll leave the episode there. In the next episode, it looks like the general's come back now, realising that he's made a mistake. But hopefully that's going to be taken pretty easily, and their factionaire will die. Just checking. Yeah, most of our army is still together. We can get some mercenaries, but we're not going to. So, thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you next time.